Welcome to the third Private Sector Day. Under the theme, Embracing Sustainability, Unlocking Economic Opportunities in the Face of Climate Change and Drought.
Over the past 3 years, since 2022, the private sector has been engaged in constructive dialogue with the public sector. And a lot of issues have been presented in different sectors. And to date, about 87 issues have been accepted and adopted by the public sector, having been initiated by the private sector.
May I take this opportunity to assure Your Excellency and the private sector counterparts that the private sector, you the private sector, should always count on our offices to give serious consideration to proposals that you submit in order to remove or minimize business environment bottlenecks.
Private sector is the engine for growth. Where the private sector thrives, so does the economy, and ultimately the nation as a whole. The Public-Private Sector Dialogue Forum provides a platform to achieve this development that we are seeking. It's a platform for constructive engagement between government and the private sector. The engagement should lead to creating a conducive business environment, which we all truly want to see happen in our country.
The premise that we start with in preparing the report is that Zambia has very sizable opportunities to attract investments and create jobs. An opportunity to turn the tide in the decline of investment that we have seen since the mid-2010s, driven in part by the decline in copper prices, recurrent droughts, COVID, and indebtedness resulting in debt default in 2020.
Let us unite with the public sector to build a resilient, innovative, and prosperous Zambia. Together, we hold the collective power to unlock the immense potential of our nation and create a future that we can all be proud of. Farmanova is proud to be part of this journey, supporting every hard-working individual, every caring parent, every determined student, and every dreamer across our country. Together, we rise. One people, one vision, one Zambia.
The thing that really excites me is that what I'm going to present today addresses all of the key points in the theme of today. So we're going to be talking about a concept that was introduced in Zimbabwe 40 years ago called Fumfudza. So as I've said already, I'm utterly convinced that this methodology of farming can have a profound impact on our nation and create food security. We need literally a bucket of maize to feed a family of 6 in a week. So how many maize cobs do we need to fill a bucket of maize? We need 56 cobs to fill a bucket of maize, which will feed one family. So that's 28 planting stations in 60 centimeters rows and 16 meters long. So what we are doing is we're farming an extremely small area of 1/16 of a hectare or 1/4 of a lima.
So in terms of the capital markets master plan and what we are trying to achieve in this country, the premise is this. Show me any country that has developed and I'll show you a country that has a solid capital markets. And so this is our premise. Our aim is to action and ensure that the capital markets master plan is a reality.
We also demand that legal assessment be done to ensure we are complying with all applicable laws. We ensure that socio-economic aspects of the project are well written. We also demand affordability.
As a World Bank group, we want to focus on targeted deep dives into agriculture, mining, and energy. We believe that this will enable us to gain a comprehensive understanding of the specific barriers hindering investment in these sectors.
So it's important for private players to look around opportunities in the circular economy. How can we reduce? How can we reuse? How can you recycle? Because without the natural capital, which is the input into the economic machine, then the economic development machine grounds to a halt.
We are working closely with PPDF at national level, but we also work a lot at subnational level because not everything is happening at national level.
We have made some headway in terms of getting the employment code, for example, properly looked at. We felt that this was an impediment to the manufacturing sector and the whole private sector as a whole. And through the PPDF, we managed to get this back to the drawing board, and hopefully this will be resolved in the coming year and will be one of the priorities that we will list.
PPDF has provided a platform for us to firmly engage with the government on issues of great concern in the mining industry as they arose. If we did not have this forum in place, it would have been very, very difficult.
We're happy to share that we have paid out more than 300 million kwacha to SMEs since we started this initiative, and all of this is collateral free. In talking to the PPDF Forum, we have been very excited at the work that the Forum has done because it has provided a mechanism for structured interaction between government and the private sector.
We appreciate this initiative that has brought private and public sectors together to work towards a common good. We pledge to continue working together for a better Zambia.
Some of the key highlights for our working group is the dialogue that we have successfully put in place between the Insurance Association of Zambia, the Competition and Consumer Protection, and also the Pensions and Insurance Agency.
Stanbic Bank is looking at a number of areas that we're supporting. We start with our corporates. Under our corporate and investment banking unit, we do support the large corporates as well as the commercial type. We've got our business and commercial banking that looks at starting from an SME or a sole trader all the way up to a local large corporate where we also do support them.
Zambia's tourism potential is immense. We are focusing on diversifying our tourism products, developing new experiences in adventure tourism, cultural tourism, and ecotourism.
Private sector is an essential partner for us in this journey, and dialogue is therefore at the basis of our involvement, engagement with the private sector.
All of this is about jobs, as we envisaged it at the time of conception. Jobs. We can't have jobs without growth, without expansion, without economic development. So this is very, very, very important that we keep this in mind. And we do believe that while we suffer the pain of climate change, we will also invest, as I've heard from the conversation. The intention of this platform is to get things done. That's the intention of this public-private dialogue platform, is to get things done. So we can have growth, so we can have jobs. So I want to say to my colleagues in government here, whether you are ministers or in the cabinet office, central government, local government, just get things done. Then jobs must be created for our people. That's why we designed and thought through this process. In this country, we want more value addition, like other countries. We know we can't value add in everything, but where we can value add, we want value addition. That will help us to accelerate growth. That will help us create more jobs. And I'm here to say what I said before. When you, the private sector, in joint venture with us, government, ZCCMIH or wherever, or in farming or in energy, when you value add, this government will ensure that and others in the economy buy from you. Buy from you what you value add.